The Corpus Christi Public Libraries, in partnership with the Corpus Christi Black Chamber of Commerce, held a literary spotlight, inviting local authors from diverse backgrounds to share their own literary journeys.
So today's event was called Literature Spotlight, Black History and Beyond. And so today we had three authors. We featured three Black authors, myself, Dr. Tammy, and Lisa Wisner, and Clifton Pope. And all of us were on a panel. The panel discussion today was the impact of book bans on Black authors. Like historically, like those great authors like Toni Morrison, Maya Angelou, who have inspired us or encouraged us in some way or informed the way that we write. And so it was really a great experience. I really enjoyed it. Great audience and very engaged audience, and had some great questions for us. So we got to feature our books and share our books and talk about the work that we're doing.
Leaving a legacy behind is super, super important, because that's kind of the reason why I decided to basically not only tell my own story by writing my own books, which by the way wasn't even part of the plan. I gave it a shot, and I would basically tell my own story based off of just how I continue to grow through what I go through, as far as just continuing to find ways to improve within my own life.
For our audience members, we want them to think about them telling their story, how they can capture their story and create a legacy. So what they want to leave behind, whether it's a memoir, they just keep, what Lisa Wisner, one of the authors, mentioned was a yearbook, where you keep a chronicle of all the things that you've done and artifacts or thoughts from the year. And so we just encourage the participants to have that yearbook, have that place to journal, to write if they want to write, and to leave something behind. And then of course read some of the banned books. There were so many banned books that were mentioned, that was shared with the audience, a recommendation. So we encouraged them to read. So it was great to engage in the audience and actually leave them like, what can I do today? What can I do right now, as opposed to the future and maybe someday, one day, but right now.
What I absolutely love about the speakers that were on the panel was the conversation went from talking about literature and celebrating Black authors to talking about what's going on today, to talking about how we are one and we are better together as a community. Hopefully today people were educated, motivated, and inspired not only to be the best version of themselves, but also to see themselves in the stories that we told today. When we're reading books, when we're consuming literature from other authors, we're really seeing things from their perspective. And the way we have a more unified world is by hearing things from multiple perspectives, by being able to take those glasses off that we're seeing things from our perspective and putting someone else's glasses on. And that's where opening the book comes in, and you start to see how somebody's thoughts and ideas and their experiences can be embedded and weaved into the tapestry that can become our lives. That creates empathy, it creates compassion, and it actually builds kindness and respect in our world, because we start to see that even though we may look different, we all may have a unified thought, and we all may be going through the common things in life, right? We all struggle, we all experience joy. So now it's your turn. What are you going to do today to elevate your voice in our community? What legacy are you going to leave behind?
Our authors were amazing. They had such inspiring words to say, and I think it was great, and I hope that we can do this again.
And thank you for being here, allowing us to bring these type of programs to you. We want to not only reflect the community that we serve, but also serve as a catalyst as an organization for better conversations, to push for better outcomes in our community.
In Corpus Christi, Texas, I'm Jane Kathleen Gregorio, Eagle News. We live in extraordinary times.